Hello. Good morning, everyone. I hope you're having a good morning. Today is 17th of November. So we'll start off our analysis with the chart on the screen. This is this is British pound. So disregard the trade you're seeing on my screen. These two trades, disregard them. They are for a different strategy. But so far, this is what you expect to be happening on this chart. So if you look at this chart now, there are levels which I'm going to draw, which you're supposed to look at. I'll delete all this. So the first zone I want us to look at is this zone here. This is a major resistance. We have a resistance zone here. This is a very good resistance level. And then you also have a minor resistance zone here. And then we do have a support. This is a major support, the one from the bottom. This is a major support. We do have also another level here. This is a very good support too. And then we have the one close to where the price is now, which is this. So technically, these are the zones we're looking at. If the price can approach any of these zones, then that will give us the ideal place to look for a trade from. If the price comes to any of these zones, if the price hits this resistance level, then this will be a good place to sell from. If the price comes back down and hits this support, the lower trend line, then this will be also a good place to buy from. We also do have diagonal levels, which is this. This is a diagonal support here. We have another here. We have another one here. This is a diagonal resistance level, and this is a diagonal support. So if we expect price to hit this level, while the price will be hitting this diagonal trend line, we expect it also to be rallying within this range. So this remains to be a good place to look for a sell from. We do expect sellers to come in a sell position from this point. We expect that sell to take us up to the support. If the price is above this zone, we expect a move even higher up to this point. If the price breaks below this level, we expect a move to the lower side up to this support. That is Euro USD. Euro USD so far, there's a main resistance zone. We have a resistance zone here. That is a very good level. Beyond it anytime soon, because if you look at it, even on the weekly chart, sellers actually are sitting. We have weekly chart. You can see that there is a main resistance zone around this point, and the price basically is struggling below it. From this point, the price has been rallying almost below this level, but not able to close above. So on this chart, this remains to be a good place to look for a sell from. You can see it was a resistance previously. It's still being used as a resistance, and unless a candle opens below it and closes above this zone, this remains to be a good place to look for a sell from. It remains to be an ideal place where we want to look for a sell from. The next chart I want us to look at here. So this chart looks good on the monthly chart. It looks really good on the monthly chart. The first thing we have a level at this point here. We have a level at this price here. This is like a resistance zone here. We have a resistance zone there, and then we also have another resistance zone at this price, like that. Then we have another one here, there, like the way I'm drawing it. This is a resistance zone, and then we have another one. This is our support, sorry. So with this support, the resistance we're seeing is actually around this zone there, and then we have a support here. So if you're looking at this chart now, you better be looking for the levels which I've just drawn. These are the ideal places where we actually expect price to get to. If the price can come back to any of these levels, then that's going to be the ideal place. Those are the best places where we want to look for a trade from. We basically we are waiting for price. We are waiting for price to hit either 106.042. We expect price to come back to this point, 106.042, or the price may continue up to 113.620, or the price may continue up to 117.139, or the price may continue up to 124.107. So if the price hits any of these levels, then those are going to be the correct places where we do expect sellers to come in or buyers to come in strongly. So you're on this chart now. Wait for price around the zone which I've just drawn. Wait for price around those areas. Those are the correct places where the price needs to get to. So the next chart I want us to look at gold. This is gold. So gold, so far this is how it looks on the monthly chart. Gold, we do have a support level. This is a very good support level here. So we have a support zone, we have a support, we have a resistance zone or this point. A good place to look for a buy from. If the price can pull back up to this zone, good place where we want to look for a buy from. So the idea is to do not enter any trade now, rather wait for price to hit this zone, then you pick a buy position and the price comes back up to this one. So as it is now, if the current month scan can close as it is with this long tail, then that will mean we are now sellers. So we do expect sellers to come in. We expect sellers to push price down up to 118.27.10, where if the price breaks below, then we expect a continuation up to 1770.38. So the next chart is SP500. This is upwards. The reason I'm saying this is upward is because despite the fact that the previous month's candle was a pin bar heading to the lower side, the price has basically engulfed the previous candle. So we are basically above the high of the previous month's high. This is the high. This is the high of the previous month's high. This is the high here. As long as the price is held above this high, we do expect a continuation to the upper side. So we do expect a move much higher. Expect price to continue upwards. Wait for a pullback, maybe up to this zone, so that you pick a buy position, expecting that buy to take us at least up to the high of this candle, the current month's candle. So this remains to be the correct place to look for a buy from, 34.97.1. If the price can come back up to that point, then that is the correct place where we want to look for a trade from. So the next chart I want us to look at, SP500. Sorry, I want us to look at Brent oil. This is how Brent oil looks. You can remember what we said yesterday. We still have some level here. So this is a zone. It's actually a sell place. This is also a zone. And then we also have a level here. Then this is also a zone. So if the price can come back to any of these levels, if the price comes back to this level, this zone, this will be a good place to look for a buy from. where the price is now, this is a very good place to look for a sell from, but we do have a level here, a good support where the price may likely pull back up. So if you sell now, expect price to come back down up to this point. So if you successfully manage to pick a sell within this range, expect a possible continuation to the lower side up to this support. If the price continues up instead of moving to the lower side, then this should be the correct place to look for a sell from. So I hope that makes some sense, that those are the levels where we are waiting for price at. We want price to come back to any of those levels so that we look for a trade when the price gets to them. So thank you very much. That should be the end of today's session. I will meet again tomorrow at the center. So thank you. See you.